This story happened to a person named Joachim Crete, an old miller, poor old Crete. No one really liked him very much. For one thing, he snubbed the villagers, except when they brought him grain to mill. And one thing is that he broke the rules of the church. He hadn't been to mass or confession in years, and on Sundays almost always kept his mill turning. On this particular day, a stranger from the mountains named Hubert Savugia knocked on Crete's door looking for work. The man was rough and dirty in appearance and speech. He looked too young to do a good day's work. However, Savugia promised to work hard for very little money. Best of all, he loved to play checkers as much as Crete. The old man was delighted with his new assistant. The neighbors, however, were shocked by Savugia's foul language and irreligious ways and came to dislike him even more than they did Crete. Soon everyone in the area began to spread terrifying rumors about a Loup-Garou. No one had actually seen the beast, but there was evidence everywhere. Sheep with its throat torn out and a child had been mangled to death. Crete and Savugia were the only ones who didn't live in constant fear of the Loup-Garou. In fact, they laughed at the neighbors for being so superstitious. Though most of the villagers were afraid to even open the door at night, young Savugia would often go out late after his drunken boss had fallen asleep and slumped over the checkerboard. On Christmas Eve, everyone ventures outside in midnight mass. Everyone, that is, except Crete and Savugia. Not only were the two men celebrating widely, they were keeping the mill turning after the church bells rang at midnight. However, their celebration was interrupted. Crete put down his glass and listened. "Did you hear that?" he asked. "I don't hear a thing," said Savugia. "That's what I mean. The mill just stopped dead." Swearing as they went, they descended into the mill room with a lantern. They tried to get the mill turning again, but it wouldn't budge. "The devil with it," Crete cursed. "Let's get out of here." At that very moment, the lantern went out and left them in the silent darkness. As they went their way up the stairs, Savugia fell. Crete ignored him. However, they weaved his way back to the kitchen. Just then, he heard groaning sound behind him. When he turned around, he almost died of fright. Staying there was a huge black dog with long fangs staring savagely at him. "Help, Hubert," he called out. There wasn't a sound except for the animal's panting. "Hubert!" Just as the beast was about to pounce, the church bell rang again. Crete fell to his knees. "My God," he cried, "please save me from the Loup-Garou." Fortunately, there was a stick within easy reach. He struck the Loup-Garou with it and then fainted. When Crete awoke the next day, Savugia was splashing water on his face. Before he could ask what had happened, he noticed a gash in the young man's ear. In a flash, he realized that Savugia was the Loup-Garou. "It was you!" he cried and fainted once again. The old miller apparently never regained his senses after that and died some years later.